Hey, I'm Pete the Plumber. Plumbing is what I'm all about. From emergencies to catastrophes, from brand new shiny renovations, let me and my team show you how to get it done and done right. Calgary, we've got you covered. It had to be, well, it started on as a Monday, and it went into Tuesday, and social media, for all its power, just blew up. I had everybody emailing us and messaging us however they did. Pete, you gotta help this lady. Pete, you gotta help this lady. And I go, what lady? What lady, right? And finally I went back to some global footage and I found this customer had her garage heater stolen. I go, what? So I called her daughter up and I said, can I come over? I'm Pete the Plumber, can I come over? And she said, oh, please do. And I went over there and literally, she thinks it was a handyman or somebody, I shouldn't say that, it was somebody working there that slipped in the back, disconnected her old furnace, which was from her house, and taken out. And I was shocked that somebody would take this time just to steal an old furnace.
Definitely the wrong way. Because it was a furnace that was in here and we're replacing it with a wall hung unit, so in order to do that we want the gas line shorter up top, so obviously the furnace was a floor mount and we're going with a hung unit. So
I said, well, I'm going to help you out, and she was quite distraught because there was water going to it. They had a little pottery hobby thing in there, let alone her car, of course. And so I had to help her out. So my first call was, well, the biggest garage heater we do is the Resner, fantastic garage heater. And I called my buddy Lauren, who reps him. He's from Equipco, and he reps the Resner in the city of Calgary. And Lauren says, I've heard about this lady. Pete, we got to go help her. I go, Lauren, we got to go help her. Well, Lauren was like the cavalry. He came to the rescue, got us that, got my installers over there, bing and a bang and a boom. Easy install, very easy install. The gas was there, the wiring was there, the buddy went clip, 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 right? So I think Sean had that in and done in like 2.5, 3 hours because everything was there. It was the best of a bad situation. We didn't have to cut any new holes or run gas or wire. It was all right there. So it went very slick, very smooth. Record breaking, actually.
we need to shrink the size of the chimney liner, or the chimney there. So we're gonna feed up a piece of that 4-inch B vent to go into the 5-inch B vent to make it adequate sizing for this size of Resner. Thank you.
heating garages in Calgary have become more and more popular because they say global warming's here. I don't know if I agree with that in the middle of -30 or 35, and you might not either. But we still get very, very cold winters. They aren't maybe as long as they used to be because they go into a wet season, right? But they start sometime in October, get heavy in October, and go right, or sorry, heavy in November and go right through to the middle of March. And because of that, we're spending so much time or so much money on vehicles, we want them to last longer because it gets so cold, and cold is hard on our vehicles. The belts, the rubber, the hoses, the coolant, all that stuff. So people want to keep that protected at night and warm. Okay, obviously they got to go to work the next day or shopping or whatever they do, and it's cold, but at least every night it gets to come home and get warm, and greases get moving and flowing, and rubbers get moisturized up and all that, and not frozen. And so more and more people are spending more and more time on their vehicles, so they want to keep it in better shape.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's what Bo says.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're not ready, Sean, he gets angry. Yeah, exactly.
Call it a shipping bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes on these small heaters, you'll get a slight little rattle in there, and that aluminum on aluminum is the worst sound in the world.
It is.
So you just pop the louvers out, it's a 1/4-inch sheet metal screw in the top there. Pull that screw out and let's just take the shipping bracket out.
Is that right? Just pull that right out?
Yeah, right up to 125,000 BTU units.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right on.
Because after 125, the heat exchanger gets twice as long.
Yeah.
And then that heat exchanger actually is heavy enough to seat itself in that bracket. You don't have an issue.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't want to use your manometer, and I think I'm pretty close. I'm just wondering if you can come out. Come on, really? I'm coming out. See, I would have naturally went first and third. I've lived in Saskatoon.
You done there?
Almost.
You almost got the old one off.
What?
We're just sealing up the chimney because we just put a line through the existing one. So we just want to make sure there's no drafts and stuff through there.
Hey, what's going on here? Big Cat, Sean, how's it going?
Awesome.
Awesome, boy. Cat, did you run everything?
I was up on the roof, yeah.
You're up on the roof,
Yeah.
feeding everything through?
Yeah, we're all good.
So we're looking good now. And this is a 45,000, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Beauty, got her tucked. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, as you can see, we're wrapping up now. I'm here with the mighty Lauren from Equipco. How's it going, Lauren?
Very well, Pete.
Good.
Thank you.
You've been looking and talking, and the boys are just finishing up now.
Yeah.
I want to thank you again for supplying that unit for us.
You know what? It's our pleasure. It was an unfortunate situation that we were happy to step in conjunction with Resner, the manufacturer of the unit, Equipco as the representative for the brand for Western Canada.
Yep.
It was our pleasure.
It was good. Yeah, and Lee from MCO jumped
from
in for the
MCO
day.
HVAC. They
Awesome
jumped in
guy.
with some of the peripherals. Resner, Equipco supplying the unit, you supplying the services. It was just the right thing to do.
It was. It went up beautiful. I like the new system that straps it up easy, quick, easy breezy. Again, all the roughing was here. Didn't have to worry about gas or electrical. Was all
Yeah,
here.
it was a quick replacement. Like
It
you
was.
say, the infrastructure was here, the venting, the gas.
Okay.
Yeah, the guys did a great job.
Don't use big words. Infrastructure. That's a big word.
Okay. The utilities.
Utilities. But that's what we do in Calgary. We take care of our own. We take care of our people. Greatest city in Canada. I love it. We'll be there for you. We found a brand new device which is better, more up to date, more technologically advanced. I had to practice that a couple times, how to say that. And I can save you money, or any plumber could save you money because it is purchased cheaper than the older units. I love trying out new products that come to me by a surprise, let's say. We are trying out the Shutoff automatic water shutoff device. It sounds great. We did some research on it, but I can't take credit for finding it. It was a customer that gave me a call, or a potential customer that gave me a call and said, Pete, do you handle this? Here we have Kent. Kent, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks, Pete.
Good. Who's with us today?
This is my lovely wife, Michelle.
Hello.
It's a Shutoff. They call it the S07E03. That's this model, but Shutoff is the mother company of it all. And that's how we refer to it. Automatic water shutoff device with the sensors. And they have two types of sensors. They have the standard sensors that can just sit down anywhere you want, under the fridge, beside the hot water tank, wherever you want. Now they have ones with a lead, so you can slide it under the dishwasher, or you can slide it under the fridge and still get to the battery pack out front. Where did you hear about this, first of all?
You know what? I just did a bunch of research on the internet, saw a few different products that you had on the internet, and this one was great. It's designed in Quebec. It does all the features that I love. I think the iPhone, the app, is a really great feature on it. And it also has a manual override, so you can actually take the piece off if the brains ever fail on us, and you can actually turn the valve off yourself. So a few really good features that I really liked, and it's well built.
So that is why this landed in our hands. So I'm very eager to see how well it works too, obviously from a referral from a customer. These are fantastic, and these are the future. In time, I know every house will have one of these. Insurance will make it mandatory for the builders to put these in. Whether it's 6 months from now or 5 years from now, this will be mandatory automatic water shutoffs. The biggest damage to a house next to fire. Fire burns out the house, gone, sorry, so bad. You lost everything. This just damages a house and damages the house water. Leaks and leaks and leaks, floors, carpet, drywall, mold, mildew, but at least your house structure's still there.
Given the age of our house, we always are concerned about the old pipes and the integrity of them, and we've had incidents before, and it's just not fun. Not fun to deal with water at all. So my husband looked into ways to alleviate our worries, and having some water sensors, you know, will give us that a little bit more peace of mind. Putting them on critical pieces of, you know, in the houses where majority of water issues could happen.
Now,
And
where will you put the devices? Right off the get-go, putting you on a spot, where would you put the sensors?
anywhere where there's major water. So I've previously had problems with the hot water tanks.
Hot water tanks, yes.
Yes.
And anywhere the main water line.
The sink probably behind all the toilets, and then we got a laundry faucet as well, a cleanup area.
Canadian made, these are fantastic. We're putting dozens and dozens of these in, and I can save you money because they're locally made in Canada, not locally to Calgary, but in Canada, made in the East, and they are just fantastic. It is spring now, and we are going through pumps left, right, and center. So yes, the great idea. I've never really thought of a sump pump because you think of dishwasher, you think of a washing machine, you think of a hot water tank, of course. Fridge water's been huge lately. We've had a ton of fridge water lines let go. These are the most common. Softeners are a great idea too. So you've got the idea. You know where you're going with them now.
You betcha. We're excited to try it out.
Yes, and like I say, I'm excited to try it out. We have Stu down there. We're going to check back in with him. I love trying new products, and it's just a worry that you can leave now. You can go away to BC, you can go away to Arizona, you can go away wherever, and you've got an automatic water shut-off device that if there is a problem, your water's off, and it's going to send you a message.
Betcha.
Let's go check in with Stu. It was a bit of a tight one, but Stu shone brightly on this one. As you can see, the new valve is tucked right back in there, nice and accessible, and looks like it's hard to get to, but very easy to get to. We got the Sinopi right above it, tucked right on above it, and we've given the city of Calgary about 12 and a half, almost 13 inches to put their meter. They like 10 and a half to 11 inches, so we've given them enough room to cut their new meter in. We've reconnected the ground wire, which is very important. We see a lot with the ground wire not connected. Very, very important. If your ground wire is not connected, call an electrician. So you definitely want to make sure that's in there. We had a plug-in that was nice and close for the Sinopi to plug right into, so that worked out very handy. So it is all roaring and ready to go, and nice clean job in such a tight area, but it worked out very well. Let's check out with Stu, see what he's up to, and talk about these sensors. We're all done. Stu, you did a great job. Looks fantastic in there. How do you feel about it?
We did a good job in a tight space, so yeah, pretty happy with it.
How does that compare? How was the install of the actual unit? How did you, besides the tightness, how did it go in?
It went in pretty good. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd size, 5/8, which is coming through the ground, which is a very oddball size. But we were able to get the parts for it, and yeah, the job is done.
Perfect, perfect. The Sinopi has two types of sensors. Stu, you have the basic one. So that would basically, you use that one for behind a toilet or underneath a dishwasher, or sorry, no, not dishwasher, underneath the hot water tank, somewhere you can get to easy. Sinopi's come up with something, I think it's great, because a lot of people want to put these behind a fridge or under a dishwasher. Well, it's hard to pull out the fridge and change the batteries in that every couple of years. This one has a sensor. So you can mount this on the side wall, the baseboard, and then slide this under the fridge, or put this in the cabinet, slide this under the dishwasher. It's a sensor. That's a great idea.
Hey, it's better than pulling the fridge out every time, right?
And dishwasher.
And dishwasher. Yeah.
Awesome idea. Well, this is great. Well, we're gonna activate everything and see how it goes. I've said it a million times. The best city in Canada, Calgary, Alberta. I love it. And this is just how a bunch of people came together to help a family out. You might have heard of this on social media. It was an elderly lady, 81 years old, super nice person, had her furnace stolen out of her garage. It got onto social media. Everybody said, Pete, get a hold of Adrian and see if you can help. And I says, absolutely. So we're all done. What do you think?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I can
it's
even
gonna be-
stand under it. So.
Yeah,
Well, you can stand under a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not height challenged.
No, I'm not. No.
It's a great unit, fantastic unit. You'll be very happy with this. And the warranty is we put a 2-year parts and labor. Resner puts a 5-year, and then an extended one on the heat exchanger. So you'll be very happy with this, and you will save money. Less electricity, less gas. These units will be, I bet you we're going to save 30 to 40% more than your other one.
Wow.
Now, the other one was a good one,
Yeah.
but it was 14 years old.
Yeah.
It's like a 14-year-old car.
Yeah.
A little more on gas, a little more on wear and tear. Same thing with furnaces. The newer, the better, and it's going to last twice as long as any car you ever had.
Wow.
Great.
But you're happy.
Oh, I'm extremely happy.
Well, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
I
much
want to
for...
thank you so much.
Well, thank
the
you.
generosity behind this is just extraordinary. And
It is.
Putting it all
Yeah,
together,
it is.
getting everybody organized, it's not easy.
It's not. You're right. Again, I have the labor end of it.
Yeah.
But again, I had to call Equipco because they have the product. I had to call MCO because they had the parts. And everybody wanted to help you out here. So again, it's a team effort. It takes 4 legs to hold up a chair or a table type thing. So it's not just one person doing everything. And everybody came together great. Not all just me though. It's built up of a few people. I can do some labor, but I call friends to get parts, and we all came together because everybody wanted to help out Adrian in this situation. And right now I have Lauren from Equipco.
Hey, Pete.
Lauren, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, we were working away here. You've given us a brand new Resner unit.
Resner and Equipco stepped up. Again, like you say, we heard it on social media and we wanted to do what was right.
It was so fast. We had the response. And it actually he hadn't come on the air yet, just that
Just
he wanted to help.
That's
Yeah.
social media. I think this social media thing's going to hang around.
Well, I
But
think so.
but it's good so we can help you. The sooner, again, it was on social media that I heard it. I heard with the girls at the office, Pete, they're blasting us up. You got to do something. I'm going, what are we talking about? So it was great, and that's Calgary being fantastic also. That's Calgary letting us know, because you can't help if you don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Ladies,
right.
thanks so much for letting us be a superhero again.
Okay, thank you.
You're very,
Thank
very
you,
welcome.
Pete.
Very welcome. Lauren, tell me why this Resner model that we've been putting in for years is so good for garages in Calgary.
You know, it's a mid-80s efficiency unit. It's enough efficiency for the garage environment. It's not your home. Those are higher efficient units. It's just a well-built unit. There's other units on the market. There's cheaper units on the market. There's aspects of this unit based on the controls, based on some of the componentry in it, and even the aesthetics. There's no external screws and stuff. It's actually a good-looking garage heater, as much as somebody might need a garage heater.
The reason I love them is they are well built. They're up, they're tight, but we can get parts for them anywhere.
You can.
Because
You
they're
can.
so popular.
They are popular. They're popular because they stand behind their name, and they've been a good unit for many years. If I was to dig back, I think it's 100 years. I think Resner celebrated their 100th anniversary.
Wow.
Within the last couple years.
Wow, that's it. And again, some company that's been that long, you know the warranty is going to be solid, you know the parts availability, if something does break down, is going to be there. You're not looking, where do we get this part?
I think it's going to be great. I'm so happy to have it. I really didn't believe it. You know, my whole goal was to get the person who actually stole my other furnace to bring it back, because I thought it would make him feel good about himself, you know, if he brought it back, because he would be doing the right thing. But I was told that was unlikely to happen, so I never expected to get a new furnace. I never did. I thought maybe somebody has an old one, you know, that they can give to me, but not a new one. No, it's wonderful.
People have to realize when you do get to 20 and 25 years old, whether we can get parts or not, there's something newer and better out there. You know, more efficient. Well, I don't want to spend that. I said, you're going to get your money back within 1 or 2 years, because the energy is going to save you, the electricity, the gas is going to save you, is going to pay you back.
You bet.
Yeah, everything has a life expectancy.
You bet. And efficiencies. Everything is getting more and more efficient. Resner's already gone on the path of high efficient models. They have them not so much in the smaller sizes for the garage yet. They're coming out with them in 2020.
Oh.
They're going to have smaller, high efficient units. We all know with high efficient, there's other aspects that we have to take into consideration. There's some liquid that the unit spills off in the form of condensation and condensate. They're coming available. Just found out within the last hour.
Extra thank you out to other people as well that phoned in that wanted to donate $1,000 because they thought it was the right thing, and people were just so generous. It was extraordinary. And every time I opened up my email, there were more people, and it was everything. It was everything from, I have 2 used furnaces and my brother-in-law might be able to put one in. Just very, very generous Calgarians.
I'm very happy with Pete.
Well, something to look for with the new high efficiency Resner models next year.